my brother Tricky, Mo Bills, they was all smoking weed in my room, and I didn't smoke. And Dre was there, you know, chilling with him. And Dre's like this. Nigga, they was talking, he said, I keep hearing you a star out this motherfucker, you killing niggas. That's how Dre used to talk, and I used to be like this, I'm doing my thing, and he's like, I bet you can't kiss any girl in the White House. I said, any girl. He said, any girl. I said, I'll bet you $60,000, and you can pick the girl.
It's like when I saw Video Music Box, I saw my brother laying on that therapist chair talking to that badass chick. I was like, damn, we made it. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, all the hard work we really made it, you know?
Dre told me straight up and down, he said, we want you to rethink the records that you do.
I try to look at an artist and see them for who they want to be.
Dave Hollister was on I'll Do For You. That was the next single headed to go out. Dre started getting all of the remixes together because the album still wasn't together. So Mark and Corey, we got Mary. Mary sings, if you do for me, they put the da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I'll Do For You was a whole different record.
I knew when they heard Mary J. Blige, they were like, oh my God, because there's nothing else like her.
Just throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you're ready to rock with Bob MC, everybody say, oh yeah!
When I got there and seen the setup, I went to Puff directly. I said, yo, dawg, some people gonna die at this damn door if they don't set this barricade and this shit right.
I was up at the label. I was supposed to come in with Puff to the game, and we were kind of like all hanging out outside of the game because we were just waiting to go in.
So when you bring in something with all the nature of the stars that's going to come here during a holiday period, the kids want to go out to see them because they don't have a chance to see them but on MTV or BET.
On those steps, people were getting crushed to death.
Should be enough for the city to deal with one door, which is a trap door, and a lack of security.
The Heavy D and Puff Daddy charity basketball. Since then, Combs has maintained a low profile in the press, which he feels has wrongly portrayed him.
I'm famous for like the kid in their minds who threw the tragic City College, and that's kind of hard for me sometimes to live with.
And me and some other people got her out the glass door when they was bum rushing her. You know, she was pregnant. We later found out that was Father MC's baby's mother, and she died that day with her baby inside.
I had to carry that torch, man. You know, like I say, the first tiers of Uptown. Heavy D, Vanessa Quist, Ruby Chill, Guy, I'll Be Sure. First ones. Then comes Father MC.
I started working with these new acts on the label named Jodeci, Father MC and Mary J. Blige, and they all went platinum.
Well, the first project was a project called Father MC, you know, and while we were in the middle of that, you know, that was when Puff was making his transition. And at the tail end of that album, when we finished, Puff had been made the A&R guy, and we went from like teasing this guy to now he actually has a right to come to the studio and kind of critique.
Puffy calls me one night, and he in the studio, and he says, look, this is what we did to treat him like you want to be treated. I got Jodeci in there singing it. When I heard Jodeci say, treat them like they want to be, I was like, oh my God, I'm out of here.
Treat them like they want to be treated. You should treat them right.
No one in their right mind would contest that the 90s era music was a very special time in hip-hop and R&B. Creativity was at an all-time high, and for the first time, artists were truly beginning to profit from their craft. It was the era when hip-hop found its voice, R&B found its edge, and the culture found its identity. Then in 1991, Father MC stepped into the spotlight. He helped redefine what crossover success could sound like, and in that fusion, a new blueprint for the culture was born.
And the producers wasn't giving me what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going, these producers had hit records. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't getting I wasn't getting what I wanted, the sound that I wanted. And then so we started working on the album, and it was called Finally. We got records started going, and It's My Turn and I'm Back.
Okay. So you mentioned you was getting music from who? Andre's producers or
Uptown producers, like from Fresh Gordon, Howie T, a lot of producers, Tony Dofat, a lot of Jannar Parker, just a lot of producers.
And you wasn't really feeling it.
And I was getting it, but I was, it wasn't, the records I wanted I needed at that time.
Right.
And then we made the record, It's My Turn, and I'm getting better or whatever. I'm back. And I remember I get a call. We got the video set. We're about to shoot the video. I get the call from Andre, Diddy there, Bob Celestin, and Steve Lucas. And I'm thinking, I'm excited. And they like this, I go there, they got sour faces, and they said, look, let's just start the meeting off. Look, we not shooting I'm Back. And I'm like, man, I'm Back is ready. We ready to go. So I'm not shooting it. He said, listen, Father.
And who's this talking to you?
Andre.
Okay.
Andre's
Does he pull you to the side?
No, he's just saying it in front of everybody. Like, they all was in on it. He's like, I'm thinking I'm getting dropped. And all I'm saying to myself is, shit, I should have signed with Def Jam. But I had all that dough, so I'm listening. He said, listen, we think you could be a real star, man. The stuff you got, you're going to be on nighttime radio, and that probably will be about it. But we think you could be a star. We want you to do away with this album. Do it our way, and let us make a new album. You don't have to pay for the album we just made. We'll eat it. But if you want to do it your way, we'll go ahead and do it, but we'll drop you if it doesn't work. But if you do it our way, and if it doesn't work, we'll exercise our option so you can do it your way. I was like, man, shit. I was like, all in my head going around now is all those companies I may have to go back to if this shit don't. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it your way. Do it your way. Never look back.